What's the name of the film?
Triumph of the Heart.
Triumph of the Heart.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's a take. So basically, most of the ideologies and stuff came from kind of, for the Nazis, was triumph of the will. And so this is kind of like the heart winning that, the heart ended up winning. It wasn't the will, it was the heart that won, right? So that's the take on that.
And what is the film a biopic on Maximilian Kolbe, or is it just his time in Auschwitz, or?
I feel like it's a very unique way, like the way the movie's set up. It's not like your traditional like biopic of like from start to finish. Like it kind of bounces around a bit, but the story really starts, you know, because everybody knows, I guess, the end, right, of St. Maximilian Kolbe, like him stepping out of line and giving his life for the other prisoner. But that's really where the story begins. And so the movie is really about the time in the cell with the 9 other men. And I don't know, I don't want to give away too much, but there is like, they do go into like his past and like the amazing things that he did in his life.
Yeah, there's like short flashback scenes. So
oh, that's cool. Because I knew nothing about Maximilian Kolbe before he's in camp and says, "No, take me instead."
Yeah. So to give a little bit of pretext, Anthony would obviously be better to speak on this, but from what I've learned from him is he basically went through. He grew up with a family that was very theologically like sound, right? So his father is a professional like theological professor. His mom, I think, does something within youth ministry or like theology also. So there was no shortage as far as like intellectualism about the faith in his household. He even went into seminary at some point, but through different events in his life, he had like a falling away from the faith. And so everybody was trying to explain his predicament and stuff through an intellectualism. And that didn't necessarily work for him to bring him back to God, you can say. And so he learned about St. Maximilian Kolbe, and he felt like he was in a dark cell. So meditated upon Kolbe, he felt like he was in there together with him, and it got him thinking like, I'm in this dark place, and clearly was this other man. Like, how was he able to still keep the faith, and on top of that, give hope to the 9 other men in there with him when they were facing death. And he not even just dying, but ended up to some extent thriving in there, like within context of faith. So that gave him a realization that there's also something very human about us that's beyond just the intellectual of like quoting St. Thomas Aquinas, like Summa or anything like that. Like sometimes we just want someone to listen to us or give us a hug. So that's kind of where it comes, like where it comes from to some extent of like that background. So it doesn't focus as much on like specific facts or details as much as kind of like an experience of being in that cell with Kolbe.
Whoa, hey guys, thanks for making it to the end of this video. It seems like you really enjoyed it, so you should go check out the full episode of Honest to God, where we dive into this topic even more. And if you really enjoyed it, then drop us a like, subscribe, and ring the little bell so that you never miss an Honest to God episode or an episode of anything that we produce.